Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube. Welcome back to Final Fantasy D6 Chronicles of Eno. I am your host and game master, as always, Skajarmas, otherwise known as Tone Shift. And with me today we have our players, as always. Hades Shadow 92 playing Thanatos, our male human Dark Knight.
I am very triggered right now.
We played a joke on him about rope before we started recording. Luminous Starlight playing Rocket, our female cyborg chocobo warrior. Bird. Darkness, who is ironically playing our male human paladin, Alistair.
Hello.
And Tom117Z, who is playing Neothil, the female Elvon ranger.
Trying so hard to be a leader when she's not burning up.
Well, we try to keep you alive as best we can.
Not that kind of burning up.
Blushing. So, to recap where we last left off in this band's numerous adventures through the world of Eno, they had finally arrived on the mainland after their ordeals in Marasu, and after an encounter with some poachers in the Black Chocobo Forest, they made their way to the city of Lolato, a large and sort of central trading hub and an export of pretty much freaking everything under the sun that most communities will need at least something of, so it's a big place. Thanatos sought out word on the individuals they encountered in the forest, these poachers who bore the symbol of individuals he knows, this Vinaldi family, whereas everyone else set about just getting themselves acquainted with the area and getting ready to move on. Neothil did some sneaking behind everyone else's backs to make an arrangement that has locked you all down in Lolato for the next couple of weeks, which I was not expecting you to do, and so I've had to devise side quests to work around this scenario.
Well done.
God damn it, Tom.
Well done.
No, that's fine, it's good. This is what D&D is all about.
Yep.
We just...
No, I'm actually crazy
Yeah,
because I want to know more about this place.
Now then, so following that, the party, went to a local inn and tavern to spend the night and begin their waiting period. And once they got in and spent the night, the morning came and Rocket descended the stairs, and who is she to meet but a person from her past, a Tarufel merchant named Inata. They were relieved to see each other, and after a heartfelt reunion and sitting down at a table to get caught up, we ended last week's session, or last time rather, because it's been a couple weeks.
Almost brought a tear to my eye.
So, it is time for us to get back into the swing of things. So, to start us off, just a second here. Alright, so, city of Lolato, you're in the Inn and Tavern. So, I'm trying to figure out, who do we want to start with? Do we just want to start with Rocket talking with Anato, or have someone else wake up and come down to join the discussion?
Yeah,
I would love to hear more of Rocket.
Let's
I think Rocket would be the logical place to start. That's where we...
just let the bird have her fun.
Alright, fair enough.
Yep.
Alright, in that case, I shouldn't have the city music going, I should have Rocket's theme going, so give me a second to get that set up. So, yeah, Rocket, you and Inata have sat down at a table, or well, you've kind of sat down next to it, because there's no way in hell a chair is going to hold your weight. No offense or anything, but you're a bird, you're a giant, you're a chocobo, you're a horse bird. Emphasis on horse.
Yep, pretty much.
So, you're sitting down next to it, he's sitting in a chair, sipping away at his drink, just, how do you proceed? He doesn't seem to be sure what to say.
It's been a long time. How's the family?
They're doing all right, I suppose. It's been a bit rough after we lost track of you. Our main means of getting our wagon around was missing, and a lot of our merchandise was destroyed in the fight, so pretty much our entire livelihood got uprooted, really.
Aw. These people are dangerous.
I noticed. We barely survived it when they showed up.
Doesn't seem like they're gonna stop chasing me.
Where have you been, anyway? You just disappeared on us, and suddenly here you are again. I want to hear everything.
Well, I was fleeing the people pursuing me, and then ended up getting on a boat, which promptly got shot and sunk into the ocean. Landed on this island of cat people, Demetra, who had a touch of the plague going on.
Yes,
And
I heard something about that. You were in the middle of all of that?
yep,
Goodness.
yeah, there was a plague going on, and a cult was behind it. Have you ever heard of Demi Amber?
Yes, I have. Run across it every so often while traveling around.
Well, that was the major cause of this plague.
Oof.
And we managed to defeat the seed of the plague with a lot of help. And that took care of it. Now the people are recovering there.
Keep saying we. I imagine you made some friends?
Yes, I did. I made quite a few friends.
Oh, magnificent. May I meet
They
them?
should be staying at this hotel somewhere.
I can't wait to meet them.
They're interesting characters.
You're an interesting
Thanatos
character
might
yourself,
make you
too,
want to
so
slap him sometimes.
I'm sure I'll figure out when I meet them. It's good to see you again, Rocket.
It's good to see you too. I've missed you.
Yeah.
For a while there, I thought they'd killed you.
They almost did. It's a lucky thing.
Larita being his wife, by the way.
Larita was really resourceful in the moment, though, and was able to get most of us out of it. Kind of wandered for a while, just trying to pick up the pieces of what was left behind, and eventually found our way back here.
I'm glad you are all right.
Yeah, well, been tough. Trying to put a life back together after losing everything I had.
No doubt about it.
Supposed to be starting up work in the mines before long. Labor work, but it's better than nothing.
The mines. Now there's something I haven't heard about in a while.
Yeah, this town, Lulato, it has a bunch of mines in the cliff faces around the river that runs just adjacent to it. A lot of things can be found there. A lot of ore and metals and minerals and the like. Precious stuff.
It can be dangerous too.
Yes, tunnel collapses and the like, but until I have a more firm foundation guild-wise, there's not really a whole lot else I can do.
True. We're going to be here for a couple weeks because apparently my friend Nee has something that needs to be done or whatever.
A week.
Ah, well. Gives us plenty of time to visit then, huh?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Takes a sip of his drink. Kind of lets out a long sigh.
When do you think they'll be down?
That depends on if they chose to drink last night.
Oh well. I usually save my drinking for the mornings. He lifts up his glass. And I keep it light.
Ah. That's not like my friend Nee.
So shall we say at that moment?
Speak of the devil, and she shall appear.
Nee is coming down from the rooms upstairs, looking a lot better than she did the previous night. There was no drinking involved, but still maybe a little bit nervously looking around for Mika because of the awkwardness that occurred.
Yeah, she cast detect magic on your sorry ass.
Yes.
There doesn't seem to be any sign of Mika down here right now.
He breathes a sigh of relief, then notices Rocket, along with the strange individual next to her.
Right, how do you wish to go about this?
Good morning, Rocket. And
Good morning. Oh.
He sort of stands up and holds out a hand.
My name's Anata.
So what was that? OC.
This
Inata.
is my friend, Nada.
Inata. Inata. Me accepts the handshake. Pleasure to meet you. Did you just meet Rocket now?
Oh, heavens, no!
He plops back down into his chair.
I met him months ago. Almost a year, I think. Found her washed up on a riverbank, and she helped me and my family for a good long time.
Well, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Funny enough, that's how we met Rocket, washed up on a river, on the beach. Though it was all of us washed up rather than just her.
I traveled with his family for quite a while before I met you guys.
Yeah. She helped pull our wagon, and in exchange, we helped keep her fed and cared for, and we also told her about the world as we were going around. She was pretty oblivious when we first found her. Didn't really know a whole lot.
I see. How did you come to part, might I ask?
We were attacked.
Yes. By some of the, some mercenaries hired by, the people who made her the way she is. Got separated in the chaos, and well, only just now realized that she's even still alive.
I see. We do know of some trouble Rocket has filled us in a little. I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, we lived through it. By the skin of our teeth. Lost my livelihood in the process. But I'll take what I can get. I ain't one to complain for little blessings.
What happenstance brings you here for this unlikely coincidence? We were on our way to Academy City. Were.
Well, after wandering around for a while and just trying to reassemble the destroyed remnants of what little merchandise survived the combat, we just wandered our way here in hopes of finding some work to get a sturdy foundation of gil under our feet again. So we could maybe one day go back to doing what we love doing, which is traveling and being merchants. Hasn't quite worked out so far yet. I'm having to take up work in the mines just to earn some gil. A lot of people come here, so work is scarce. At least work for someone like me, all of the merchant roles are already filled.
What? For jobs like you, what other jobs do you know about for others?
I suppose that depends on the sort of job. Could you be more specific?
Let's say a group of people who have a slight habit of demolishing entire groups of adversaries?
Adventurers, then, I believe is the word you're looking for.
If you like.
I do like that is the correct term. He takes another swig of his drink.
Well, I, for one, am not immediately privy to any matters such as that, but I'm not the only person you could ask. If anything, I'm one of the worst you could ask. I only got here a couple weeks ago.
Oh, we got here yesterday.
Well, you're even worse off than I am. But if you're looking for adventuring work, probably the best thing you could do is ask around. Sooner or later, someone will probably know someone who needs the help of a good, sturdy arm and precise combat skills, or something to that effect.
Are the others gonna wake up at any point?
Okay, I guess.
I was going to
Thanatos.
come down, but I just thought we'd do a wall thing.
I say,
It's like,
I
man,
guess.
they're deep sleepers.
I mean, yeah, I
Well,
can.
Thanatos is in the morning first.
I mean, I
so-
can.
It's usually
I can roll a d3 to figure out who comes out next.
Go for it.
All right.
Yep.
All right, 3. That would be Alistair.
Oh,
Sure,
wonderful. Morning, all. And oh, new friend?
Old friend.
Really?
Inata.
Well, a friend of yours is. Pleasure to meet you, Anata. Friend of Walker is a friend of mine.
And which one are you? She said she had a bunch of friends, but I don't actually know your names yet.
Oh, of course. Forgive me. The name's Alasire. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
If there's anything you need, I'm sure we're happy to help.
So, where's the one that you said I would want to punch?
Ah, yes. Thanatos. I'm sure he'll be down shortly.
Why the hell would he want to punch me?
It's just what Rocket said.
What did I do to him?
Nothing. He's just going off of what Rocket said.
I asked Rocket that. What the hell?
To be completely fair on the man, it's mostly me wanting to punch him. Well, not so much punch him, more push him into a river.
You tried.
There's a much difference.
And there is the whole roll slip up thing.
All right, Thanatos, you're up next, and we'll say for the sake of brevity that Mika comes down with you.
Oh.
Seeing Mika, me will immediately place Alistair between her and.
Don't get me involved.
It's an impromptu barrier.
Sorry, but it's your problem. Not mine.
I'm not announcing it. I'm just kind of just slipping like beside Alistair, so he's kind of like between her and Mika.
I will remember to dodge.
Alistair will remember that.
Yeah, and Rocket still remembers the comment about selling her.
It was a joke.
It was a very cruel
Okay,
taste.
Neothil, would you do me a favor and roll me a stealth check, please?
Luckily, this is.
Oh.
It would help if I bring up my character sheet. 1 second.
Yes, it would.
Character
fair,
sheet.
be
Luckily,
like-
I am very good at stealth. I have +6.
I'll give you roll of snake eyes.
2d6 +6. That's 4 for my ability and then 2 for my armor. So, hey. 13. I say.
Wow, you tied with her.
Oh.
All right.
What does that mean?
It means roll again.
Shite.
Yeah.
Alright.
Shiza!
Geista.
Laugh of his like snake eyes, double one. And the answer is.
Alright. And.
Man, this is suspensing as hell.
Hey!
All right.
Oh!
All right. Congratulations, you managed to dodge Mika's searching gaze. Or at the very least, she didn't. Well, I mean, she knows you're there, but she didn't like really take any note of you putting a protective barrier between the two of you. She just saw you and was like,
Good, because if she did notice, Nee's face probably would have faceplanted the table.
Don't think using me as your shield.
I have nothing else to use.
Did Alice even notice?
Yeah,
Oh
probably.
my god. Alright. Let's continue.
But if you
on.
like, you can borrow my shield.
Let's continue on with this. So, yeah, I guess Thanatos walks up and, I hate mornings.
More
Hello,
of them.
Garfield. That wasn't Rocket. That was just me saying hello, Garfield.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's not Monday.
I don't know what day it
I
is in
didn't
the
say-
universe.
I didn't say Monday. I said morning. That's a different.
Where's the rope, John?
Oh god.
Can I just burn this tavern now?
No!
No.
Let's not.
We
get
don't want to
arrested.
end mob.
I mean, you can, but you shouldn't.
Aw,
Mm-hmm.
you guys.
Yes, because people won't be happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on your own if you do that.
Mm-hmm. I see we have someone new at our table.
Yes, hello. I'm
Hello,
Inaka.
friend.
Well,
Yeah, I knew Rocket before she met any of you.
Long story short, they got separated. Now he's found her again.
well, that's always nice. Thanatos, at your service.
Pleasure to meet you. I was told you'd make me want to punch you.
Yeah, that seems to be the running. It seems to be my relation with a lot of these guys.
That happens when you make comments.
Uh huh.
Yeah, especially when you ask how much you could sell your friend for.
It was a
Mm.
freaking joke.
You
I
said
need a
what?
drink. I need a drink. I just walk over. I walk over. I just walk over and sit on the bar.
So as you can see, we're all the best of friends.
I can tell. So,
We are a slightly odd-knitted group, I will admit, but defeating a demon spawn thing does have a way of bringing you together.
We are probably the weirdest bunch of misfits in all of. Ah, crap! I forgot.
Well,
Sure.
you just forget the name of our nation
Line.
/ continent.
This is yeah, it's the name of the continent. Known world.
Boy.
But despite our differences, we get the job done.
When we don't fuck it up.
Yes.
I mean, that's only happened once.
Twice.
Not as bad as one, which is not our finest moment. Which I care not to remember.
Anyway, plans, what are they?
Well, you're the one that's keeping us here a week.
Eh,
I was going to
Well-
scout the neighborhood to see if anyone needs of our services. I mean, we're adventurers and all, we should at least try to help people or do something for like a week.
Then we have people with expert healing magics. We have experience in combat. Some of us are trained for it.
yeah, I'm down with
I
looking to help some people. Fill the time, get some extra coin. Be useful.
Next week should fly if we do this. Nervous laughter.
Well, far be it for me to stop you.
Not a sort of beams up at Rocket.
Although I would definitely appreciate being able to speak with my friends some more.
You feel free to speak to her any time.
Exactly.
Crap. Hold on. Tone. Out of character for just a second. The guy I was asking about last time. Help me remember. What was the name you gave him? And he was a.
Put it in chat. Nargul. He was a bunga.
Oh, bongo, bongo, bongo.
well, yes.
The bunga bunga.
That reminds me.
That's racist.
Inata.
God damn it.
That's not I was singing the song from Fallout.
Yes?
You said, how long have you been here?
I've been in Lalato for a couple of weeks now. Somewhere in that time frame.
Did you ever see a bunga named Nargul hanging around here?
I just think I saw him once or twice.
I walk over to him and show him the patch of cloth that I got from him. Did you see anybody else with this symbol?
He sort of squints at it for a minute. No, I don't think so. I mean, I did see Nago with a couple of people who I haven't seen since. At one point.
You probably won't. They were poachers.
Oh. Oh, shame.
Yeah. They've been dealt with, but I feel like there might be more.
Well, wish you the best of luck in whatever pursuit you have with that.
So on the note of looking around and searching for things, Are the rest of us looking for work while Rocket continues to speak with her friend a bit more?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I brought a wagon.
Did you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
With the trip to Academy City.
As long as no one here gets motion sick.
Oh, please. I can do somersaults off a wall onto a roof. I'm sure a bit of motion from a cart won't be so bad.
I've seen the most acrobatic people not be able to take a moving cart well.
Yeah, challenge accepted, Thanatos.
Mm-hmm.
Mika's tail swishes a bit. She looks slightly uncomfortable with that line of subject matter. You'll vaguely recall that she was just the littlest bit seasick when on the boat.
You all right there, Mika?
Fine, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you'll be fine with us.
Mm-hmm.
So then,
Well.
shall we?
Yep. And feel free, Rocket, to spend some more time with your friend. I bet you two got a lot to catch up on. We're just going to look around. Pleasure to meet you again, sir.
Likewise.
Make sure to mention the part where you explode the guy's testicles.
Oh, now I'm curious.
Wow.
Our little nutcracker.
Aren't you just a enthusiast?
We'll leave you to that.
Alright. Alright, so.
Some of the cultists may have gotten neutered.
Neutered?
Okay, so for the sake of brevity, we'll say, Rocket, you and Inada spend a good long time talking and just kind of getting caught up with more casual information that's not immediately relevant to the current goings-on.
If the current viewers don't know what that information is, you should probably go watch the rest of the series.
Yeah, like between Rocket just recounting the shit she's been through and Inada just sort of similarly recounting the events he's been through, most of which are just pretty mundane. We don't necessarily need to go into full depth on all that right now. The rest of you, go ahead and make inquiry checks.
Oh, okay.
Inquiry checks.
Yes, this is, for asking around to look for work for adventurers.
And I have none in that. Shit.
Wouldn't that be awareness or no?
No, it would be inquiry,
No.
because you're inquiring.
10.
Nope. Better see if I have anything
5.
for that then.
Well, the dice don't like me again. Fuck.
What do you do? Oh.
Fucking 5.
Anything gonna create bollocks? No.
And no one wants to talk to me. I look too scary.
Get rid of that plus because I haven't got anything. And no.
It's even worse.
You think the dice hate you? No, they hate me.
All right. Well,
Okay, I guess that's Mika.
that is Mika with a 14. So
Well,
he
everybody loves
so he got a spread of 10, 5, 3, and 14. So Neothil and Mika, the dynamic duo here.
At least they done well.
Friggin' Batgirl and Blue Jay, I guess.
Oh.
Batgirl and... No, cat girl.
You shouldn't relate us to Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn.
Well, anyways.
Oh.
So does that make you Harley or Ivy?
No. Anyways, so they you all kind of you spend a few hours asking around, getting notes, checking notice boards, and eventually reconvene in that plaza outside of the tavern where you were by the fountain where you first hooked up initially, and share what you know. So for Neothil and Mika, you both Neothil and Mika both know that there is apparently there's a current there's a notice out from the City Watch about a lumber mill, a couple, like about a day's travel north of Lalato on the Black Chocobo Forest side of the river, like up here somewhere where I just pinged, that has apparently missed the last several due shipments of lumber. And they would send some of their own City Watch, but a lot of it is currently occupied making sure that the mines are clear and taking care, and a lot of others have been busy trying to deal with the poacher problem, so they don't necessarily have enough manpower at the moment to send a squad to check on a lumber mill that might just be having minor problems, so a reward is being offered to an adventuring party who can go out there, assess the situation, and come back with word of what's happened with, depending on what the problem is, higher payment can be negotiated with a baseline of 500 gil.
Nice.
So, days not travel, 500 gil, find out what happened, report back. Sounds easy. They can't wait to it not to be.
Yep. First, I think we should just stock up and then head out. What do you say?
Well, what do we all currently have? I have, in terms of potions and stuff, I have one healing potion, 2 high potions, and the rope, plus something Lee is not revealing.
I've got one. I've got one of each, I guess.
Yeah, I've got high potions, and apparently I still have those berries or whatever I picked up. I don't know where those came from.
First dungeon.
My berries.
Ah, okay.
What's Mika got on her inventory?
Mika has... he mostly has the book on blue magic you got. She has 2 antidotes, 2 eye drops, 2 high potions, and yeah.
We sound good to go then.
Yeah, and she's also got the books that she acquired from Marasu for her reading before you guys came here.
I'd say we're currently good on stock.
Although, hang on. I just noticed something. Where's Rocket?
She's still inside.
So she's still at the town.
No, I meant she's not on the thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay. That's problematic.
I think I was mentioned.
Yeah, you were. You're not in the game.
Yeah, you disappeared from the list of players in the Roll20 room. Something wrong has gone.
Are you in the Roll20?
There we go.
There you are.
Now we're all here.
There you go.
Let the adventure continue.
That was weird.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead real quickly and plop down just a temporary generic map marker to indicate where this farmhouse is, where this lumberyard is.
Oh.
Alright. So,
Too far. Okay,
So,
it's about.
Like a day's walk.
so overall, this will at least be a 2-day diversion. So,
What if is Rocket
Should we
coming
try
with
out
us, or-
Should we try out the new interesting thing that Rocket got us?
Wagon?
Let's say is Rocket
The wagon?
coming, or can we, or would the cart make a difference?
It's up to you.
It's always.
Pull a cart.
If you don't mind pulling it, of course.
I can pull it.
Okay. I think it's best that we try it for a short distance, then going all the way to the academy, just in case something goes wrong with it.
I mean, it's a car. We're not testing out a new supercar.
I meant like a wheel falling off, or we've been bamboozled.
Yeah, sure. So how long would it take us with the cart?
With a cart? It probably wouldn't take you that much less time, all things considered. Because you're not necessarily moving at a faster speed. You're mostly just conserving the group's strength.
It's more efficient, if not faster.
So if I were to shave any time off, it would probably be just a 0.2 per each day of travel. So like a day of travel that would normally be 1.0 would turn into 0.8. That would translate over with each day of travel. So it would shave off a small amount of time, but not a lot.
Fair enough then.
Still 2 days then. Let's go anyway. We'll grab Rocket if she is so done catching up for the time being.
Yeah, she spent hours chatting with Anata. All right.
Let's go.
Adventure and procrastination until these plans come together await.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep, Anata hugs Rocket as you're getting him to leave. Be careful out there and come back soon, eh? I am not done talking to you, and I'm sure my wife would love to see you too.
I can't wait to see everyone.
All right. I'll go let her know I bumped into you. Take care of yourself and be back soon. Farewell.
I will. Bye.
And he goes scampering off with the adorable little waddle that the Tarufel have.
Waddle.
Yeah, I mean, it's general movement speed they got. So, with that in mind, you get yourselves loaded up into the wagon and you set off, moving through the streets of Lalato, and eventually making your way back out to the gates you came in from, across the bridge, and as you come to the end of it, you make a right turn, start heading north up the riverside. On your left, you are framed by the wall of greenery that is the forest. On the right, you will get to look at the very wide and constantly flowing river that flows out of pretty much all of the mountains in the area and joins up in this one massive stream. You see the occasional ship on the waterfront. Cool waterside air lashes at you as you go, the wagon wheels rumbling across the grass as you're making your way. You found a little dirt path to take on the way. Pass by a couple of unrelated farmhouses and other lumber mills as you're going. People out working in the fields and whatnot. Despite it being winter, it does seem that there is still some work being done out here. Presumably preparing and getting things preemptively prepared for next year when it's time to start planting and harvesting again.
You're holding up okay, Mika?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is fine.
He smiles.
Cool.
Can't say that in a burning house.
This is fine. I am fine with the events that are unfolding currently. That's okay. Everything's going to be okay.
Proceeds to melt.
See, we told you the car wouldn't be so bad.
Better than taking a huge trip on the sea.
Yeah, that was what got to me a little bit.
All different beaks from going across an ocean.
Indeed.
You know, for someone who lived on that island for so long, you'd think you'd be used to the ocean.
I mean, she was still living on land.
It was an island surrounded by the sea.
Yeah, but the island wasn't bobbing and rocking with the waves.
That's not how islands work, Thanatos.
All right,
You'd have to go on the ocean.
Okay, so as you left town relatively late-ish, because you spent a good few hours asking around, you're about, I'd say, 2/3 of the way to this lumber mill when the sun starts to set on the horizon.
Probably be wise if we set up camp. It's getting a bit dark.
Maybe swerve into the trees ever so slightly so we have some shelter.
Probably a good idea, yeah.
Yep.
Stay out of view of any thieves.
The question is, who's going to take the first watch?
Usual formation, I'll take first. and
Okay.
so on.
Hold the wagon off to one side. Yourself
I don't
situated.
mind.
Enough watch begins. So whoever's taking first watch, go ahead and roll me an awareness check.
Alright. She's going to situate herself up in a tree, as is her usual elfie ways. Plus, it's deal 4, isn't it? 11.
Seems to be a pretty peaceful night. The moon overhead is full right now, casting its pale light on everything. Chilly as fuck, being the middle of winter. But nothing catches your attention outside of that in the night. No immediate threats, no disturbances. Your watch is uneventful. Who takes second?
Thanatos.
Alright. Go ahead and roll me awareness as you tucks yourself in for the night.
10.
Alright. More or less the same as Neothil's watch. Nothing eventful. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Isn't
Hey,
it
Thanatos.
then Alicia, Mika, then Rocket? That was the order, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah. Hey, Thanatos, want me to take over?
Sure.
12 on the awareness. Okay. Pleasant night, all things considered. Nothing happens. Your watch is uneventful.
Why do I get the feeling you're sizing this up?
What?
You're sizing this up for something.
That's not how this works.
But anywho, who's next? Wocket or Mika?
I think it's Mika, isn't it?
Yep.
Mika volunteers for a watch. If she saw anything, I am not telling you what it was. Because none of you are fucking awake.
Alright.
Alright. Morning comes.
Oh, skip Wocket then.
You're all gradually starting to come to, and yeah, Rocket, you wake up, and for a moment you're a little caught off guard because the sun's coming up and you were supposed to be woken up before then, but you see Mika standing not far away, looking around, keeping vigilant. She sort of turns back and smiles.
Sleep well?
Yeah.
I covered your watch for you. You were busy carrying that wagon around all day. I thought you could use the extra rest.
Thank you.
That was nice of you, Mika.
I try.
So maybe you should have warned us. Are you sure you got enough sleep?
I got plenty. I'll be fine. I had to live on less than this for quite a while back in Marasu when the plague was in effect, so...
I'll concede the
those-
point.
All those late night readings.
Late night sessions trying to tend his patients, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ignoring the usual annoyance, did you see anything last night?
Nothing out of the ordinary. It was just a pretty night.
That's good to hear. And it's also good that you got yourself a good night's rest.
You tried viewing it from up in one of the taller trees at one point. You can't beat the view from up there. And then maybe it's just an elven thing, but... Yeah.
Don't cats usually get stuck in trees?
Mika's
That's
eyes lock.
rude.
Yeah, Mika's eyes lock onto you, Thanatos. Her face sort of scrunches
Could
up
I-
in this indignant pout.
Could I bonk him on the head with my staff? The blunt end, not the sharp end, of course.
I'm pretty sure that comment would have been the equivalent of you calling me knife ears.
Yeah, Mika slowly wanders right up to you, Thanatos, and then slaps you really hard in the face.
Okay, okay. That's more sufficient.
You deserve that.
Ah, what a wake up.
Humans.
Mika turned around and sort of stalks over to assemble her things, her tail now twitching in irritation. Because what you
Are
just
you
said,
ever-
that was actually very racist, the thing you just said.
Yeah. That
Thanatos, are you ever not going to stop offending someone?
I grew up around a guy who was quiet as fuck and with the humor of a rock. So, shoot.
Yeah,
Out of curiosity, are there
definitely
any
a bad
like,
influence.
prevalent racial tensions between certain species in this setting?
I mean, not on a whole. Like that, like there are sort of like stereotypes for each race held by the others, but
Elves frolicking through the woods.
or being uptight and pompous, arrogant is the more common stereotype.
Mm.
I was curious because I've been playing a lot of Dragon Age where elves are not in a good place.
And
Just about
There's
any
different
game.
kinds of elves. You've got the high elves with snooty buggers, and you got the woodland elves that like to keep to themselves.
That's not so much in this setting, we're just Elvan.
Fair enough.
in the Chronicle, and it's just Eldon. No real subraces
Eldon.
here. All right, so anything else you want to take care of before you get back on the road?
As long as Thanatos stops fending, I say
Neat's
we
just
get
gonna
on.
help Mika pack up.
All right. All right. Well, and with that, you carry on your way. A small front of clouds are appearing on the northern horizon as you're making your way. You estimate it'll probably be a while before they finally roll over you. And it is
Storm's coming.
And it is about noon or so when you finally come upon the mill in question. You come over the top of a hill and around a bend of some forestry, and you see it in the distance, and it strikes you as being not quite as it should be.
Oh, that's vague.
As in, you're not seeing any activity like you did in the previous mills and farms you passed by, and the fields around it and look to be haphazard.
Well,
The primary mill itself, with the big, like, rotating, bladed fan-like thing that I don't know what the hell you call it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the framework appears damaged and broken. And there's a tree nearby with a saw still stuck in the side of it that's sort of leaning precariously at an angle.
First glance screams raiders. Something
if you
else.
wonder why I did a wall, I did an awareness.
Well, yeah, everyone should
Just
be
check
rolling
the area.
awareness at this point.
And I got a 15.
Well, this
Nearly
is
critical.
ominous.
Certainly not in Eno anymore.
You are still an Eno, dipshit.
I mean, basically, that. Damn it! You know what I
This
mean.
entire place is Eno. Pretty much the only point that's not really Eno is there are Samarasu since they're not the same continent.
Also, what with that?
It's anywhere that's not on this map. That is when you can say you're not an Eno anymore. Anyway, so that spread a 15, a 12, an 8, 11, and a 9. All right.
Mika.
That was the 8.
Yep. You sort of you spread out and head into the you unhook Rocket from the wagon and spread out to sort of examine the scene. The overall layout appears to be sort of this it's very much it's clearly abandoned as you're moving around, and getting a better look at everything, it doesn't take long for you to deduce that it was abandoned not all that long ago, probably a couple weeks at most. The layer of dust that settled on everything is very thin, and the signs of chaos are still pretty apparent. There are places in the ground where the soil has been just ripped and shredded by something large. There are chocobo tracks leading further north, originating from around the house. Getting a closer look around, you find various spots where chocobos would be tended and cared for. The building that I don't know what it's called, where lumber would actually be carved up and chopped down, appears to actually
Lumber mill?
Yeah, the lumber mill itself. It has a similar design to the ones you might expect that would actually sit on a river, but as you're a bit inland from the river, instead the giant wheel is... You recognize it as being the kind where you would stick a chocobo or two in and have them run to power it. So kind of like a hamster wheel, but scaled up and used to power machinery.
Can we identify at all what kind of manner of creature could have made the big marks and scuffs and tracks?
Go ahead and make me lore monster checks.
Oh, no, it would be 6.
And I have nothing, I think.
9.
Because I only have 2. I have 2 laws, and they have nothing.
It
Just
Mika
says
knows?
law.
So apparently
Well,
Mika, being the egghead, knows everything.
Which I guess one of them was meant to be law for monsters, so just 2 d6s.
Mm-hmm. Rocket has no clue.
9!
Rocket is critical fail,
Alright,
and
so-
Alice here is slightly.
So yeah, Rocket has no idea. The rest of you are kind of able to piece together that it was from some kind of large creature with bladed appendages, though the exact specifics of what such a creature might be presently elude you. Mika, on the other hand, she studies them for a moment, kind of pulls out one of her books and flips through it for a second, and then
So what we're dealing with...
and then some of the color drains from her face.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Excuse me.
I assume the big thing with blade appendages isn't going to be a good.
Yeah, no. right,
She sort of puts her hand on the trenches and guides them along the surface.
then these were made by a Galterix.
Oh, what?
It's a type of big insect creature.
Oh,
How
great.
big are we
Bugs.
talking?
Really big.
Oh no.
Like,
You know
see
when
the
I said we were
like, see the
prepared?
plague big, or...
Not quite that big, but definitely large.
Oh, great. Anybody got a giant fly swatter?
You know when I said we might be prepared for this? I'm starting to think we may have a 50-50 chance right now.
And
That's
what
not
else is
safe,
new?
man.
For this estimate.
Anything else we should know about this Galterex?
Fortunately, I wasn't actually all that informed about them. I just know what they generally look like, but not really what they're capable of.
What about if they are solitary animals or travel together in groups?
They are generally solitary, in my experience, from what little this is telling me.
Are they usually this aggressive?
They're territorial.
Oh, wonderful. Put a windmill right on its territory. That's just
Is
fantastic.
the windmill there?
Windmill was here first.
Must have
So-
moved, got pushed out of its old territory.
Drove it here.
Hmm.
Maybe some more poachers decided to pick a fight they can win.
Well, however it gets here, we can't allow it to remain here. I guess
Chocobo
we
tracks leading away from here. They might have followed them.
Perhaps.
Yeah, they're pretty much perfect prey for the beast, I guess. No.
Farmers, they wouldn't
I
know
just
how to
hope-
fend off such a big creature.
I just hope the chocobo are okay, but
As well as the chocobo, with the chocobo tracks, there might be survivors from the farmers as well.
we can hope. So, I say we should check, see if the windmill has any supplies remaining, and then we track down this beast. What do you say?
I'm not entirely comfortable raiding this place. It is someone's home and work.
Yeah, let's save the rating for when we know that they're all dead.
That is true, of course.
This isn't your usual video game RPG where you can just go through someone's house and take all of their shit.
Yeah, that's called
I'm
Steve.
just worried because I never fought one of these creatures before, but I hear they are very, very ferocious.
Well, considering the damage that this thing did, I can imagine it's quite formidable. Sounds
Right.
fun.
We'll be
Let's
careful.
press
No
on.
charging in. Follow these follow these tracks.
Yes.
Keep tight and
So-
keep an ear out for any rustling or. Well,
Yes.
it's a giant creature, so I assume we'll hear and see it before it eats us.
Can it fly?
I think so, yeah.
Wow, joy.
I am already jealous of it.
That
Well,
is right,
you-
Thanatos. Don't do anything reckless.
Don't let it
We
bug
need
you.
to take this thing together, and we need to be on our feet.
Why would you do this
Ignore-
to us, Lumina?
Why?
Of course.
Ignoring that comment, guys, let's follow these tracks. Leave the place for now. Come on.
Yep.
How far do these tracks go?
They go
might-
pretty much into the distance.
Following.
All right.
Keep an eye out for any movement.
I'm sure we'll see this thing long before it's right on us.
Mika, I need to know, are these creatures known for ambushing their prey? Are they that intelligent?
They can be, but I don't really know for sure if this one will be like that.
Any other surprises, like poison or anything that it spits?
Again, I don't really know for sure. Maybe?
Oh, joy.
I think she's told us everything she knows.
Yep.
So as we're following these tracks, I think another awareness check might do a good one.
Probably a good idea.
It jumps out of the forest at us. I know it.
Engage book 1 random battle music.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I mean, it's not far off
10.
what actually happened in the game.
Hey, Rocket.
And Mika.
All right, Mika makes awareness. 4.
I say we've got pretty good scores all around. Oh,
Alright,
like
so-
me, 10.
Yep.
Let's see.
And of course, there's just me. Damn it.
All right. Well, give me just a moment because I gotta pull up a thingy here.
Nope, it's gonna jump at us, guys.
Stay in
Know
tight
that.
formation.
Know that it's gonna jump out at you.
You're bringing up a thing, which makes me
I
think
just
you're
got-
bringing up its character sheet or whatever, and then its
I just got
icon
my
or whatever, and just gonna jump at us.
I'm
Well, let's
just
see
keeping
what
an eye out and
happens
got my
before we
shield
jump to
up
conclusions.
All right.
Yeah.
and my spear at the ready.
All right.
Oh,
Good.
yeah, staff.
Yeah. Good. All right. Now, Tom.
All right. Give me a second. I'm doing up a thingy.
He's doing it. I don't like it when he does things.
Should if I didn't do things, you wouldn't have a FF56 campaign to play.
Yes, but then the more than 50-50 chance that it's going to fuck us over.
At the end of the day, we all have to do things.
This isn't Tales of Equestria RPG, though. I guarantee someone's made some slightly more mature campaigns from that already.
No kidding.
Yes. But I think we've all gained enough scars, so let's try to make it out of this in one piece.
Well, most of these scars are mental.
Doesn't make them less of a scar, you know.
I don't know, though you did take a really bad hit to the knee that one time.
Yeah, mental scars plus a couple along that abdomen, but you keep getting shot in the gut in the same spot.
Bravo. Bravo.
This road,
The Dragonborn is raging.
Close row, fuck you.
That's great.
Oh my god.
All right.
I
Well.
want to mod that.
Well. Anyways, give me. All right. So. Because I'm kind of improvising this entire little side quest off the top of my head.
Whoa! I need to zoom out. Oh, I see is good.
I see green.
Yeah, zoom out.
Green.
We're yellow. Oh, there's a yellow dot before us. Wonderful.
I don't like yellow dots.
Okay. For some reason, it's not letting me pull up characters' individual things. Fine. That.
I took a hit.
He hasn't.
Yeah, I haven't updated.
There
Yet.
we go.
He's changing everything.
All right, there we go. So, you follow the Chocobo tracks for a while. Following the path, you come across what looks like another dirt trail. There's a bit more foliage around you as you're going. Like this might have been a region, again, used for the sake of cutting down trees. You see some stumps scattered around, plenty of fallen leaves, and a few little saplings, presumably replanted after the original tree was felled.
We should definitely come this way. Stay on your guard.
As you're
Don't move ahead, Alistair.
As you're making your forward advance, you all see up ahead a normal yellow chocobo by the side of the dirt path. It's
Rocket.
Bird.
it's bleeding, but it's breathing. It looks to be unconscious.
Oh, poor little thing. It needs some medical aid. Rocket, wait. It could be a trap. Wait for us. We go in together.
Can I... Before we go in, can I hold the others and then make a check of the surroundings?
You already made your awareness checks, and those are the numbers I'm
Yeah.
using for the time being.
I was going to say, keep an eye out. I'm going to attempt to try to heal it with my magic.
If you're going to heal, I'm going to take a position at one of these trees up there and keep an eye out.
Okay. You take the high ground. Mika, stay near us.
All right.
And she has her spell book
Be
out.
at the ready.
She's ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Thanatos,
Okay.
can you go and keep an eye on the clearing over here?
I'm sorry. Did he ping? Did you ping something?
Keep an eye on the
Okay.
clearing over here.
Yeah,
Because if this thing tries to jump out at us, we need to be prepared to surprise it.
Yeah, especially if this thing can fly.
Hmm.
You're taking
But
out
there's
the
an old-
wings if that's the case, Nee.
Hmm. But remember, there's an old saying: if it bleeds, we can kill it.
I don't doubt we can kill it. It's just how is the question.
So Miko, Rocket,
And-
and Elsie are tending to the Chocobo, and Thanatos and Nee are.
Just a reminder: is it double the mind? And I'm currently am.
Yes.
I believe so, yes.
It's double mine.
Good. Double the mind. Be good.
All right,
Okay, it's good.
34 hit points? Yeah, okay.
Jesus, that's like
Critical success.
Well, I mean, this doesn't count as critical success. You just rolled max.
Uh,
So you put your hands on the bleeding chocobo. You let the magic do its thing.
hmm.
The glow washes over it, and a couple seconds later, it steadily comes to as the sparkling green and blue lights wash over it. It blinks its eyes open, chirps.
You gotta be okay.
Move the tokens to the actual Chocobo.
It's okay. It's okay. Come with us. You're gonna be fine.
It looks at you for a second. It's clearly apprehensive, and Rocket, being a chocobo yourself, you're able to tell that this poor sucker is confused and frightened, but just does not have the strength to resist anything right now.
Let Rocket put it at
Try to
ease.
keep her calm, Rocket. Let her know that we're friends.
All right. So, Rocket, as you are approaching this chocobo, your 12 awareness kicks in. And
Okay.
as you're approaching the chocobo and, giving a few soothing chirps of your own, your cybernetic eye darts up and you see movement in the trees over here.
Oh shit!
ah,
Guys,
gotcha.
heads up!
We need to get this chocobo moved now if we can.
I mean, funny story about that.
Oh,
You're all
Is he gonna scamper?
No, I mean, yeah, Rocket, shouts, "We've got company," and you all look up and you hear the sound of really loud and deep buzzing filling the air.
fuck! I hate
Oh
bugs.
no!
And then you see this thing emerging from the trees.
Oh, that is
That is
horrifying.
ridiculous.
Look, it's an ugly scyther.
It's like, oh my, she's not wrong.
Yep.
Yep.